Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to give you my thoughts on Black Adam. This is sort of a re-review, as I did talk about it when it was in theaters. But now with Superman coming out this year and everything that's changed with the DC layout, I got the urge to rewatch it. Now to preface a little, I'm a big fan of The Rock due to loving wrestling ever since I was a kid, and I am a fan of his on screen. And as long as I'm in the mood for what he goes for, he does seem to be challenging himself more with that biopic coming up. But yeah, when I first reviewed this movie when it came out, I was pretty positive about it. Over time since then, I have grown a bit more lukewarm. So I thought, again, with everything happening, it was a good time to check it out again. And I gotta say, I really actually still like this film, if not love it to a point. I am looking forward to Superman Legacy or James Gunn Superman, whatever it is now. I'm optimistic, I'm hopeful. As much as I miss Henry Cavill and think that whole universe got pretty gypped. Despite all that, though, I wish at this point, I'm tired of the restarts. I wish they would have just gone with whatever The Rock was wanting to do, because at least we'd have the same Superman instead of redoing it again. But yeah, I think The Rock did very well. He fit this kind of role like a glove. Despite that, it is something he's easily done before to a point. But at the same time, his delivery is a little bit different. The way he speaks, I can tell he's trying to, roll off dialogue a little bit differently in terms of his tone and his timing and just sort of his aura. He tries to adjust it a little bit within the course of the movie. I also think Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is a big highlight in this movie. I thought they portrayed him very, very well. Aldous Hodge was solid as Hawkman. Certainly better than the version we got on the CW. Visually, I think it's very good. It was actually shot as an R-rated movie, so it sucks it was trimmed down to PG-13. But even still, there are some still pretty awesome kills actually in this movie. His snapping necks, disintegrating, melting people, just flinging them into the air, however many miles away, like a freaking giant in Skyrim. So the action and itself, I think, is still a bit standout compared to some other comic book movies. Visually, I think it pops quite a bit. The story of Black Adam, I know it's not exactly like the comics, and he's more anti-hero, or he should have started as a villain in Shazam or something, but for this adaptation, I think it was still pretty pleasing for me. I like how they sort of unraveled the story with his son and what that meant, and how they portrayed what happened with all that. I thought was actually really well done. It made the plot and the character story itself, I think, come across a lot stronger, more impactful than I think it initially had to. Even the mother and son, Sarah Sahi and the young actor who played the boy, I didn't think were bad at all. I thought they were likable, actually. So that's another one in this movie's favor. And then the ending, the culmination with Sabbac and the Legions of Hell and such, I thought it was actually really enjoyable set of fight sequences, and the Dr. Fate of it all, and how important he was to the way of things. I thought it was actually, again, pretty well done for what it was. Then of course you have the mid-credits with Amanda Waller and Cavill as Superman, which, again, I would have really loved to have seen come to fruition. But yeah, I thought it still leaves off in a good place, and it's still great as a one-off movie aside from that. And yeah, I'm just exhausted with all the restarts, so I really wish it would have just went forward from here instead. But, in accepting that it isn't getting a follow-up or anything, I still think Black Adam is a pretty underrated comic book movie. There's touches of humor in here that, while nothing new necessarily, I think it's still a good version of the sort of humor that it's going for. But yeah, I liked it a lot, and I'm giving people are gonna kill me, but a B+, A- somewhere in there. Yeah, it just is, man. Good deal. But yeah, follow me on TikTok, of course, while it's still up, I suppose. Twitter and Instagram.